Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I'm going to be reviewing a film that I got in for review. It's been sitting in the pile. I just not had a chance to get to it, but I finally sat down and watched this tonight, and it is called Eyes of the Woods. And on the back here, it says it came out in 2009, Fade to Black Films. But it's actually listed as a 2013 release also, so I don't know if it's just the distribution deal or what it is. But this movie, it has just a complete cliched story to it. I mean, I just need to say that right up front because there's not a lot to say about the story of this film. And I don't like bashing people's films. I'm not one to just come in and just smash someone over their hard work, because there was obviously, quite a bit of work put into this film. But I also have to give an honest review, and there's just not a lot I can say about this film except it's very cliched. It starts off in I believe it's the 1800s. It might be earlier than that. Yeah, I think it is earlier than that. But it's showing this guy who he loses his daughter, so he devotes his life to Satan, to the devil. He becomes possessed, and he becomes this creature here, and he's gonna, I guess, avenge his daughter and do the devil's work or whatever. Well, fast forward to modern times. There's this van of young adults. They're out looking for a good time. Their van breaks down. They go into the woods, and one of them knows of this legend, and of course this creature comes back and starts killing everybody. Now, how many times have you seen a movie or heard of a movie or heard of a story like that? I can't even tell you how many times, and it follows that same pattern. There's nothing new to the mix, nothing new to the fold at all. It just follows that complete same pattern. Now, a film like that can still work if it's competent. If there's, something to it, it can still work, even though it being completely cliched. The film, if it's fun or if it's shot well, it's acted well. I mean, I can still like a film that just is totally cliched still, but that's where the problems continue with this film. The acting is just, man, it's completely amateurish all the way around. And it's not just with the acting. It's in the filmmaking, the editing, the sound. It's all just bad, guys. I mean, like I said, I have to be honest here. And it starts, right off with the opening credit sequence. Just goes on and on and on. It's a black screen with red words on the screen, and it's just even hard to read them. It's very cheaply made, which, that's not the issue. It's just, when you make a film on the cheap, you have to do what your budget allows you to do. You can't try to do more. And if it doesn't work, don't put it in there. And the title sequence doesn't work. It just doesn't look good. Something right there, I think it should have been changed if you're a filmmaker in this. The sound is bad. I mean, there's times where I had to really crank up the sound just to hear what was going on, and it was still really muffled, distorted sounding. It didn't come through clear, and then all of a sudden there'd be a scream, and it was like blaring, blasting loud. Holy shit, gotta turn it down. Again, this is all stuff that goes on with a micro-budget film, but it just wasn't acted well. It wasn't shot well. The editing was all off, and, when I look back here on the back, it was directed by two different people, it looks like. Yeah, had two different directors here. Wait, no, three actually. Miguel Valenti and Darren Reed. And then it says completion footage directed by Mark Villalobos. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure I am. And it shows. I mean, the tone is just completely different. It's very dry, very dead at the beginning. and it shifts around a little bit, and it just doesn't. I don't know, guys. This film just didn't work at all for me. It was a real chore to get through, and it's 79 minutes long. And it felt longer than that. Felt a lot longer than that. I mean, the only good thing, really, two good things I guess I could say about this film, the creature effect was cool. Was totally practical. And, a lot of times with these cheaper movies, I have a creature on the cover that doesn't at all look like how it actually looks in the film. Well, this one I will say does look that way in the film. Very cool looking creature, and I did like how some of the effects in the film were like the atmosphere, like with fog and smoke effects. Some of that worked, some of that was kind of cool in the film too. But other than that, guys, that's really the only two positive things I can say about this film. It's very slow, just slow and just bad. It's just not a good film, guys. I'm going to give Eyes of the Woods a 2 out of 10. And hate to say it, but I cannot recommend this one. Maybe there might be somebody out there extremely curious about that storyline and want to check it out. And if you do, let me know what you think if you decide to check it out. Tell me I'm wrong if you think I am. So, yeah, guys, that's it. That's Eyes of the Woods. It is out now. It came out at the end of September. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Have a good one. Later.